It's me, Matisse. I guess do. Hello, everyone. Hello, Rafa. Hello, Ray Robinstein. Thank you for the sub. Oh my god. Spaghetti Vase. Billy Chatso. I'm always gonna say that. And I know your name is Sky on Discord. But now I'm gonna be, hey, it's Billy Chatso. Hey, Peculiar Oomph. Less than Propane. Hey. I don't know. I didn't know where to go with that. I need more funny names. How do I change this? No, Billy Chatso. No, Billy. You can change it in the settings, but you know, happy Saturday. I wanted to like stream yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I was feeling a bit tired all day. I had an espresso, and then I felt like, oh my god, I think that took all the energy out of me. So I just fell asleep in the middle of the day right after that. I don't know, I feel like I have such a weird effect. Like, I don't know, I feel like caffeine affects me in a really weird way. Drank too hard, yeah, like... Sometimes I get really energized by something like espresso, coffee, tea. And sometimes it immediately puts me to sleep. Like one time specifically, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get a monster.
Yeah.
So I can wake up. Oh my god. What just happened? Hype train? What the hell? Okay. One time I had a monster specifically so I could stay up, and then I was asleep like 1 minute later. And I just had one entire monster in one go. And when I woke up, I was just like, I feel so focused right now. I don't know. I felt like I discovered some kind of cheat code, like have a monster before you fall asleep, and you will wake up focused. Like, I'm gonna go accomplish my task right now. The fog is coming. Fog train. Yeah, that's all that's happened. I had a pad thai chicken earlier. I guess that's it. I still haven't really left my house that much because it's like, there's nothing happening. There's nowhere to go. I feel like am I right in saying there's like less activities to do in the city nowadays? I mean, I'm talking about my own city. Because the only thing you can do if I head into the city, it's like, what can I do? I can go shop. I can go shopping. No, you're right, yeah. Or I can go to like a cafe and drink by myself. Hello, Chicken Cognition. I used to really frequently go to cafes and just sit and draw. But I don't really do that anymore. I guess I could return to that. I don't know. I think it's really difficult to find the right cafe to sit and draw. Hello, Crummel. Do you have any riddles or rhymes? I don't. If I have to sit and think of a riddle or a rhyme, I'm gonna be silent for the next hour or something. I don't know. Arcades are closed, bowling alleys are closed, movie theaters are closing. Yeah, what the hell are you supposed to do nowadays? I know it feels so lame to say this. But, like, I wish there was, like, a video game cafe. Or I know this is, like, the simple child dream that you have, like, when you're 13. Like, what if they made, like, a bar with video games? What if they made a cafe, but with video games? I feel like we're lacking that. We just need a way to do it. You can't really do it with, like, wireless controllers these days because it's all gonna get stolen. All people can do is work. Yeah. I'm red today. I felt a bit red. Hope that's okay. I was having a big discussion about red the other day. Food bombs and controllers. The little fireworks. Anytime I see video games in a bar sign, that just means they have poker machines. Yeah. We do actually have like one bar here that is like video game focused. Like esports, I think. They have like big TVs where you can go drink and look at the esports. But I've only been there like twice, I think. It's usually like very busy, as you maybe can imagine. Every nerd wants to go there. I want a cafe that has food. That's on low poly plates. What would a low poly plate look like? Would that actually be able to... Can I find a low poly plate right now? You know, I don't think... If someone served me food on this... I don't think I would sit and be like, wow, this is so low. I would think like, oh, it's like a... They have not changed their plates since like the 1980s. This looks like cheap plastic. It also feels... I think maybe... Would this be like more volatile for like a breaking or anything like that? I feel like dropping this will just break it into a million pieces at once. The bar by my house has a good amount of arcade games and console. Oh, what the hell? I guess I don't have any place like that. Going and eating the hologram meatloaf like Plankton. The whole aesthetic could be that it looks like a PS2 game. That would be really cool and badass. PS2 game bar? And what if my stream is just me sitting and googling images? Is this achievable? Wow, this is huge. PS2 jump scare. I feel like this is kind of achievable, but it would be an insane amount of money. Jack 2 bar. I guess I've never played Jack. Jack and Dexter, I think, specifically. What about PS1 bar? Actually, I think PS1 bar might be more achievable. I don't know. Something about this feels more home to me, PS1. I think the thing is, like, the PS2 has a weird lighting to it, right? I kind of like the low texture, lack of any lighting at all. Did the PS1 actually have, like, any games with great lighting? Differing edge, texture warping. I want to walk in there and turn it into, like, a PS1 model. I like low poly. Me too, man. I've talked so much about like doing low poly models and like how I want to get into like low poly 3D modeling. But I don't know. It's always a question of like, when do I have the time for that, and when do I also have the energy for that? I don't think great lighting was invented yet in the PS1 age. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like a single like PS1 game with good lighting, and for some reason I think of Resident Evil, but I never really played Resident Evil, and I think that was all like pre-rendered, right? I guess Final Fantasy VII also, but that was also pre-rendered. My pinball game has a recreation of a real table that my local bar has. What the hell? Is it like a famous table? The famous table. Zoom in. There it is. Is that Mother Mary in the corner? I feel like that feels a bit sacrilegious to have that. Spyro has good lighting? Huh. It's now that you mention it. Spyro, PS1. Maybe I should play Spyro. I said no. Hold on, this first image might not... This might be low, too low quality to judge it by. I guess it did have kind of good lighting, though. It's a... Game is that from? I don't know where the bar is from. This is Spyro. I don't know the previous one. The previous one might have just been like someone doing a bar in low poly. Huh. More Spyro? Computer generate more Spyro? This is pretty much the same. I feel like Spyro had like good textures, though. But I guess it had like a very vague lighting. Good atmosphere. Yeah, I guess the spy box does also add a lot to it, right? Maybe lighting is the wrong word. Maybe. I do get what you mean, though. Like a nice atmosphere. Yeah. Let's get into Zelda. This song is probably gonna run out soon. Honestly, part of why I wanted to do a Just Chatting segment was just because I like this song so much. Bomberman 64. I can't remember the actual name of the song. But I love it. Linking lighting. It is kind of... I have played this a teeny tiny bit on a Game Boy emulation and NSO. And it really is cool that this is like a whole segment in the original game. And they animated it. Drinking Monster Energy. Doom 64 had impressive lighting, maybe not good. I never played that one. Man, I'm still thinking about Pikmin 4. I've been itching to play Pikmin 1 now after finishing Pikmin 4, but I want to play some other games. I maybe want to take some time. My Pikmin mania. It's going crazy. Let's focus on Link, the Pickleman. How would you feel if you got pickled? You can have your own pick. Pickled before death or pickled after death. I would probably be dead, but what if it happened after you died? Was I in a cave? You get pickled after you die. Okay. Why is there an egg there? I think we're trying to figure that out in the game also, like even now. I'd hate to be pickled. Kimchi scares me. What is scary about kimchi though? Isn't that just the spice? Like the pickling process itself is fine, right? Oh, I was out in the water, wasn't I? Right? I just want to check. Egg is an ongoing theme in this game, and there hasn't really been a lot of egg going on, really. Yeah, I just wanted to see. You can sign an agreement that you get pickled after you die. But it's never mentioned that you will get eaten. Okay, so it did go in there, okay. You might get eaten, you might not. Got a piece of power, by the way. I like kimchi fine. But I have had bad kimchi, but that has been like store-bought kimchi. I don't think I've ever had bad kimchi at like a restaurant. Or like an Asian place. One time I went to an Asian place and it was all Swedish people and that scared me. Like, why are you people here? What are you doing in the kitchen? Oh yeah, I remember. I can do this. I'd rather be composted. Understandable. I don't think there's that many benefits to pickling a person, that is specifically. Wow. It is kind of interesting that they still... I don't give me the compass for a cave like this. All I did was go left, and I got a compass. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm surprised to find kimchi working really well in a burger. There was a burger place close to my office that had a Gangnam burger with fried chicken and kimchi. I've had a Korean burger, quote-unquote Korean. But I don't think they had kimchi in the actual burger, so I'm trying to like think, have I had that? I don't think I have. But it does sound like it could go well, right? It doesn't sound like... I don't know. It doesn't sound that bad, really. I was thinking about this earlier today, like... I feel like I don't have a favorite pizza. But... I don't know, it used to be the Hawaii pineapple pizza. For sure. But I think that's now just a go-to pizza. But I feel like the ideal pizza, the dream pizza, the greatest pizza has just not been invented yet. But I don't know what the ingredient could be to that. Like, I think we have not reached like peak pizza yet. Like, we're still just grasping to find a great pizza. Right? Maybe I need to eat more pizza. Pizza enlightenment? Maybe. Maybe this is just me trying to convince myself to eat more pizza. I don't know. I don't really watch the Addams Family, but I'm really liking the pinball tables focused on Elvira. Some sexy spooky lady. I am familiar with Elvira. Damn. This is why aliens haven't made contact with us yet. We've got to discover a pizza on our own. Maybe. I feel like I would like a meatier pizza, I guess. Like a good pizza with a lot of meat on it. But I guess maybe that is just like the case, it's rare in Sweden. Unless you want a kebab. Ever ate any authentic Greek foods? I don't think so. I've had like the flavorings of Greek food. Like, I guess like Swedish people trying to make Greek food. I've had that. I don't think that counts. And that's just meat with tzatziki sauce. I think that's it. That's our Greek food. I think every Swede just thinks tzatziki when they think Greek food. I guess I would maybe add in like olive oil to that. Island food like oxtail is great. Huh, I never heard of that. Oxtail? Like the meat of a tail? The tail of the ox? You can just chew on that. You need to try patsitsio and moussaka. Have I had moussaka, actually? Let me look up moussaka real quick. I think I have had moussaka. I have not had moussaka. No, wait, have I? I don't think I have. Oops, I moved myself. I think I've had some kind of variant of this, actually. I don't think I've had an authentic one, but I've had some kind of, like, imitation moussaka. But I didn't know that was Greek. Huh. Tzatziki and those cheap meat buns with cheese in them. Think of mozzarella and feta. I guess, is feta cheese Greek? I assume so. What do I do with this? I've never had, like, a Greek period in my life, you know? Is it as simple as this? Maybe? No. Hold on. No, nothing. Alright. I have faith in you, Matthias. Thank you. Why do you say that's so ominous? Yes, because I'm struggling to find the clue. You have any upcoming games you're waiting for? I mean, I'm really hoping in the next, like, Pokemon Direct, or the Pokemon Presents or whatever, I'm really hoping there will be, like, a remake Pokemon announcement. Well, not even remake, but like a how should I put it? Like a re-release, I guess? Like, Red and Blue, Gold and Silver would be nice. When was the last time they released, like, the original Gold and Silver? Not like the remake. I guess the 3DS, right? Something like that. Did we just get that again? What if I did this? Oh, hold on. Oh, look at that. I'm kind of curious about Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. But I don't know anything about that game. I guess it's just a platformer, right? But I am a Yoshi fan. I just haven't played any games on stream yet. I don't know, Yoshi was always like a character I felt like I wasn't allowed to play. Because that was my sister's character. And that's Ray Robinstein's character, okay? I can't be treading on that territory. Am I excited to try to think? I am also hoping for like a re-release of Twilight Princess. On the Zelda anniversary direct? I'm just assuming there will be one. Maybe there won't be, right? Have a key? On me? I can only watch a Yoshi's Island Let's Play on stream. What do you mean? I don't play the game, I only watch it on stream, I put one on. I come to realize that pinball tables work for every IP. I played a Texas Chainsaw Massacre table and a Charlie Brown table. I mean, isn't it all just the same game? It's just different aesthetics. We're adding a whole Charlie Brown mechanic to this pinball game. Pokemon Pinball was fun, wasn't it? I guess I played that on the Game Boy. Won't be for a Wind Waker HD remake on Switch, although at this point it'd be for Switch 2. They did have one for the Wii U, right? So it already exists. And they could just, like, re-release it? They could do that, right? There was, like, a rumor about, like, Pikmin 2 coming to, like, the GameCube emulator on the Switch 2, which is weird, because they have that for sale on the Switch store. So why would they do that? Yes, for Wii U. Which I never realized was a separate console. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Oh, he's jumping on me. What the hell is going on, actually? Why would I kill this guy? Pokemon Pinball is great, but... Whoops. The way they worked in the catching mechanic... Yeah, yeah, I did like that. Oh, what? Should I bomb him? Bomb... this man? No? Doesn't work? What? Well, that kind of works. Okay, that worked. It's kind of working. I've also been playing a bit of Breath of the Wild off stream. It's been fun getting back into... Arg, I can't beat you, I'm out of here. Why can you talk? You're a skeleton. Cool. I've got what was inside this box. Come and get it. Why is he mocking me? Why is a skeleton mocking me? I beat you, man. Just give me the thing. What's going on with this guy? I didn't mean to do that. What's skeleton's deal? Yeah, you're like... not even skin and bones, you're just bones. Like, it's not that intimidating. Like, I could just kick you over and you would, like, fall to, like, 100 pieces. I've never been, like, intimidated by a skeleton. I could just, like, I don't know. I could, like, cough the right or wrong way. And he would just die. Okay, I can do this. You're too little skinned in the game to hold a grudge. Apparently not. Apparently he held a huge grudge. Oh man, I love that mechanic. Okay, I thought he was... Wait, what is going on here? I don't think I could be friends with a skeleton either way. Skeleton would scare everyone away. What is going on with you? Okay. Okay, that's simple. Alright. No? Yes? Okay. That's fine. I do really like this game, though. Like, it feels a bit weird to return to this kind of gameplay. I mean, it is not like a modern game in the sense that it's a remake. It's a nice return, man. Like, I don't know if I actually, you know what would be really interesting as a Zelda remake? Oracle of Aegis, Oracle of Season... No, wait, what was it called? Oracle of Aegis? And the Seasons? Do you think they would ever remake that? That would actually be really interesting. Do you think a Zelda game that featured talking OC would work? The thought being that you have it to save Link. I think so. Yeah. I think saving Link would be, like, cool. Right? Does anyone know what I'm talking about when I say the image of, like, someone who requested fan art of his OC shooting a bow with Link? Does anyone know? Shooting a bow? But he said shooting a bow. So he just shot the bow away like a moron. I thought I would be able to come up with this immediately. Okay, I think I found it. That's all I think of, and maybe I can... I think this is what I would want to turn into a game. No idea? Okay. The person in this image is called Raven. He uses a bow in combat most of the time. Can someone draw me a picture of him and Link standing next to each other getting ready to fire a bow at an enemy? The enemy can be whatever you want. So there they are. He fires the bow. Like the bow instead of the arrow. Fire a bow at an enemy. Shit, I meant to say fire. That's all I think about. This would be a beautiful game, right? I would like to have like an OC with Link, but you're both like morons. Like maybe the plot of the game could be like both of you are fucking stupid, so you need to work up together because you're both dumb. It's like, oh my, that would be such a good like plot thing though. Hello, Sparkling Stardust. Like two himbos having to work together. It feels kind of good. What the fuck do I do this? Cat in a box. Get that cat out. What the hell? Okay. No? Huh. Interesting. I'm curious. Okay, I have no clue what it... how to solve this. What? Hello, comrade. How's it going today? It's going good. I talked about pizza. But I didn't have a pizza, I had a pad thai. I was talking about the perfect pizza topping to a pizza. Maybe we need to, like, I don't know, like breed a new kind of animal that can be a topping for a pizza. Ganon's cursed Hyrule of mass stupidity. Two idiot villagers are finally amongst their own kind, but realized I had to say, well, yeah. Anchovies? Not... I've never had anchovies, but I've decided early on I hate anchovies. Damn. Great comment. Oops. What level is my feather on? It's, you know, feather level. Is it... Are there different levels to it? I think it's... Wait, how do I do the running thing? Yeah, this is how I do it. This is probably what I should have done. Short jump, long jump. Yeah, I think the short, long jump is this. Could be wrong. What if I need to actually use this? No, apparently not. I do kind of want a remake of Oracle of Ages and Seasons, but how would you split up the game, right? I think the only way you could make a remake of that is you would have to turn both into one game. But what the hell would you call that? Oracle of Ages and Seasons? Maybe it's that easy. You need to play Minish Cap? Yeah, while wearing a Pikmin costume. I played Minish Cap a little bit on stream a long time ago. Then I met one puzzle I couldn't figure it out. And I was too tired, so I just quit the stream. I quit playing the game. I was like, let's play something else. But I do want to return to it. I was just, like, way too tired. I had, like, 3 hours of sleep and realized I can't be doing this right now. Ow. Oracle of Seasons Boot Camp. I was playing a bit of Adventure Time. Advance Wars the other day also. It's been a bit nice to return to. I do like the... I'm not even trying. I've actually had a little bit of sleep this time also, but I think I'll be fine. Seasoned Oracle of the Ages. I've been playing a bit of Advance Wars also, the remake. Now, like, I like it fine. I like it, actually, I would say. But I just really, really vibed with the art style of the original Advance Wars, you know? And the thing is that the art in the new Advance Wars remake is also good. And it's actually by an artist that I really like called Endling. Like, he works for Way Forward. Got hired there, and he made the art for the game. But it's also just not the same. Because it's not the same artist, right? No? Curious. Doesn't hit quite right. The new art style feels a little off, yes. It's strange because, like... It is good art. I do like it, but it's a part of the charm of Advance Wars was the fact that, like, I don't know, it was such a classic Game Boy Advance specific art style. It's like, maybe I'm like imagining things by saying that. I don't think I've been here, right? Ah, I see, I see. Interesting. Whoops. Ouch. Just gonna straight up die again. Just for fun this time. Ah, it's the guy. Gulp, you found me? You're a little pesky kid, you know that? Yeah? Don't call me a kid. I'm all grown up. Oop. I was watching a video about a Microsoft Kinect earlier before stream. Alright. I don't really have a lot to add to that. I'm just so fat. I was watching the whole video about Microsoft Kinect, and all I could think was like, this is AI. Like, we are in the Kinect bubble again. The marketers are going, Kinect, Kinect. Everyone wants the Kinect. Have you ever thought about, like, how the biggest problem with gaming is the video game controller? No? What if we removed the controller? Have you considered that, like, it's actually more effort to use your hands and arms when using, like, a controller? If there was no controller, the genius idea would be to invent the controller. A tech demo for the Kinect with her lady was interacting with a virtual boy. Yeah, I did see that. And it's so funny in retrospect that, like, Peter Molyneux has just shit-talked the Kinect ever since then. And just been like, yeah, the Kinect, when you listen to him talk about it, he's talking about, like, it's like a genius thing. The next thing in gaming. And then he lost all hope. Whatever happened to Molyneux? Did he, like, quit gaming? Did he retire? Would make sense, right? He's a bit too old now. I can't say I ever liked him, I guess, but, like, I can't say I missed him either. But he was there, you know? And now he's not. How weird is that? Maybe I want to go back a bit. Can I? No? Alright. This is really good for motion capture stuff. Yeah, wasn't the original, like, VTuber Kitsune Ai? I think she was using, like, a Kinect. Something like that. Could be wrong. I think I vaguely recall Kitsune Ai was, like, her whole setup was through the Kinect. I still have my Kinect somewhere, which I intend to use with VR chat. Is that even possible? Can you do that? It feels like too outdated of a technology, but I guess maybe it's possible. I think the Kinect would have worked better if it was focused on narrative games that require body language and gestures as QTs. Yeah. I mean, I was watching someone, like, play Mass Effect 3 with it, and it was so awkward because you say every voice line out loud, and then Commander Shepard doesn't even say the line. So you just go, like, I think we should consider that a bit more, and then Commander Shepard just... I don't know, I guess you give a feeling of someone talking over you, is how I would describe it. Like, you give your thoughts on something, and then there's just a guy who's like, let me rephrase what he said, but better. It's like, it did not feel interacted. It felt really annoying. Yes, there was a system to use the original Oculus with Kinect. Yeah, you already have it. Why not? Can't even do this, can I? And I'm gonna die doing this. Am I not? How the hell do I do this one? Huh. Oops. 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 I'm really out of it today, huh? How the hell did I solve this, though? Oh, wait. Right, I can try to move these things, of course, obviously. It's that simple. Youch. What's down here? Nope. I don't know. So I'll just go, might as well. I don't know, I was not really into the Wii. I think it's too late for me to give the Wii a chance. Actually, I don't think I've ever used the... There are motion controls for the Switch, but I keep forgetting about that. Because I never use it. Wii is good though. Hello, Deathins. I don't know. I feel like it was too much motion-like movement for me. Because it's motion capture. Just kind of felt like a weird capture thing to it. Yeah? You wanna go? Why did he have like a little interruption to like catch his breath? Check? Oh, what a weird object. Yep. Ah, it's this place, right. Did you play Wario? I actually have the, yeah, I have both WarioWares, and I've only played, the first one. I kind of forgot I had the second one. I bought that one time, I bought that right before I injured my ribs, so I never ended up playing it. Oh, I can't even move back here now. Let's see. God damn it. Yeah, I have the motion capture WarioWare for the Switch. And I think now I could play it, but I don't know if I want to play that on stream. I feel like I would just embarrass myself. And it wouldn't be fun because you can't really capture anything I do, right? I just want to die so I can get my full health back. Just take it. No, I'm good. Oh yeah, I have, what's it called? No More Heroes? I have that also. That's like a motion capture game. Is it called that? No More Heroes? It's a guy with sunglasses. He has like a lightsaber kind of thing. Yeah. Maybe I'll play that off stream also. I feel like I would... The risk of me streaming anything like that would be me embarrassing myself with how bad my, like... What's it called? Constitution is? It's gotten worse. I don't know, I kind of want to get back into, like, Ring Fit Adventure. I feel like that's the kind of game that people buy, and then they never end up using. But I used a little bit. I guess I'm one of those people also. I want to actually be able to use it. You think a Voltorb could beat a Chain Chomp in a fight? Let me look at Voltorb real quick. I need to image this perfectly in my head. Voltorb? It's kind of looking like me right now. Okay. Chain Chomp. Could we get a 2D Chain Chomp for additional effects? I think I placed it somewhere. It didn't pop up. Oh wait, it's bad format. Never mind then. I mean... I think the Voltorb would fight, but it would also explode. But that's also the intent of the Voltorb, right? Yeah, I guess both. I think technically Voltorb wins. But that's only the purpose of Voltorb, is like self-destruction, self-destruct. Okay, I also have one of the refit, which I also didn't use much. Yeah, I do genuinely think they are good, like, ways to, like, exercise and, learn to exercise, like the Wii. Fit, switch, fit, whatever. Because it's not that, like, intense. And there needs to be, like... I think a lot of people struggle with exercise because they don't have the, like... This is including me. They don't have the, like, pre-exercise quite right. Like, there's stuff you do before you exercise. Do you know what I mean? Like, not even stretching and stuff like that. But more like, the right kind of movement, but right kind of, like, What? I call it pre-exercise, but I'm sure there probably is, like, a good term for it, where it's like you just have the right kind of mobility, you have the right kind of endurance, you have the right kind of joint movement before you start exercising. I guess a lot of people would call that stretching. Warm-up? Yeah, I guess warm-up is maybe the phrase I'm looking for. Like, I think warm-up exercise is actually, like, very, very important. I don't know enough about exercise to say this, but I think it probably is the case. That warm-up is, like, hugely important. And even, like, having a good, like, warm-up momentum through something like that can probably work wonders for you. Do you have a preference for between pencil sketch and oil painting? I mean, pencil? Because, I've had periods where I tried oil painting, that it would just, like, get all over my hands and stuff like that. So it would just be like, it's too much effort. Or I would, like, get oil paint on my stuff. I was like, oh god, like, now I have to clean this up. It's just okay. Maybe I should have had the right momentum. But I do want to get better at, like, warm-ups. Because I think that is maybe something that holds me back from exercise. Just, like, when I want to exercise, I want to get straight into it. And I think the right way to approach that is the right kind of warm-ups. I feel like warm-up feels like an exercise of its own when I haven't exercised in ages. Yeah, but I feel like it's good to recognize that, right? And I think it's good to exercise warm-ups, right? Hello, Real Time? Real Time, you seem like someone who is like an athletic person because you bike around. Maybe you could, do you have any input on this? Like, how important are warm-ups to exercise? And, like, could it be the case that most people actually, like, struggle with warm-ups when they think they struggle with exercise? And, like, maybe you can, like, fix your whole, like, lack of exercise by getting the right kind of warm-up into the momentum. I would say, as much as I hate construction work, it means that I don't need to gym as much after work. Yeah. I did have, back when I worked at, like, a printing press, I felt that way, because I would have to move around, like, a lot of stuff and move paper and, well, I worked, like, kind of mixed. Sometimes I would be, like, working with computers one day, then the other day I would just be entirely in, like, what's it called, the storage? I would just be moving stuff around. So it was, like, at one time I was just packing boxes for, like, 3 days straight. That did help me, just, like, not exercise quite as much. Can I do this here? Yahoo. Yahoo. So yeah, I feel like I actually want to get into, like, warm-ups. It sounds so lame in comparison to, like, getting into exercise, but I do think there's something to that. So much of me exercising, I think, comes down to that. Or not exercising. Do I have the right guy? The right thing? I keep calling everything a guy. Even when it's not a guy. I need the beak. Wait, what? I have a map. I could just look at that. Huh. There's something I missed here. What the hell? Interesting. Mold Mario. I have a Coca-Cola Zero. Speaking of exercise. Happy Saturday. Youch. I did drink a Pepsi Max the other day. I think I should come clean about that. I don't want to feel like a liar. Okay. The other day I told someone, hey, I'm drinking a Pepsi Max. And they were like, what the fuck? But you always have a Cola Zero on your stream. I don't want to be that kind of I don't want to lead that kind of lifestyle anymore where I'm lying to people about my cola preferences. I like both. The only actually the reason, maybe this is stupid, but the reason why I drink Cola Zero is just that at night it feels better because it has less caffeine. But I don't think it actually is that much of a difference, really. Is ginger a top-tier soda in matcha line? It is, but like, how should I put it? There isn't really a good option for sugar-free ginger soda or ginger ale. And I prefer, it's too sugary if it's like full of sugar, so I don't drink sugary soda. You're right, warm-ups are important in the cold weather, but unnecessary in warm weather. What? I feel like, okay, interesting. That is because of the purpose of it is body heat production. In the cold, it's better to generate heat earlier, so the chances of the body not being able to keep up with the exercise routine is higher. Whereas in the summer, for example, there's no need since the body is already warm to begin with. Okay, that is interesting. I feel like I would need it also in the summer, though. Huh, okay, but that is good to know. I guess it makes perfect sense. I guess did I fail? We were taught about, like, exercise in school. Did I fail that? I don't think I did. I think I was just too bored, so I never paid attention. Like, me as a kid, I did not care for exercise in the slightest bit. Just did not care. It was not a part of my routine or what I did. Now as an adult, I'm like, okay, actually it can be fun. So now I'm feeling like, okay, I can actually get into it. I can do things. What? How do I get here? How do I do this? Interesting. I made mee goreng. Computer, show me a picture of mee goreng. Is it similar to nasi goreng? What is the difference? I do like nasi goreng. Oh, well, I had pad thai earlier, so I feel like we're kind of like a noodle inclined right now. Whoops. Mee goreng jump scare. You can never know how big it's gonna be. This looks exactly like the pad thai I had earlier, Noodle Twins. You made you goreng? Yeah. You could say the warm-up helps stimulate the blood flow and wakes up the muscle, so it's not 0 to 100 on the first exercise. Right, right. Increase the blood flow before working out means more oxygen to the muscles. Maybe I just need that. Like, I feel like I've always kind of had, like, I guess a bit of a difficulty with exercising and, like, feeling the right kind of blood flow, if that makes sense. Is there something to this? As for only... Okay, I'll read this in my... As for only doing warm-ups and not doing exercise after, there's no such thing. Okay, actually, this does answer my earlier question. Any body movement is already exercise. Walking is exercise. Doing dishes. Yeah. I do feel like warm-up is its own kind of exercise, and I feel like maybe I need to, like, keep building on the warm-up. Do you know what I mean? So this is kind of like something that helped me, like, lose weight a while back, which was, like, I was eating with the mindset of, like, I'm going to be exercising later, so I should eat less. And even when that was not true, even when I did not end up exercising later, it did help me to be like, well, I need to stay agile and in motion, so I should eat less. And it made me feel like I had like a genuine purpose to, like, eating less. Where I was kind of like, well, I'm going to be exercising later, potentially. Even if I don't, it's good to eat less. I'm going to die. No. Whoa. I wanted to get the fairy. I did it. Holy shit. I believe it was calisthenics. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I need to get back into calisthenics. Maybe that's my thing. So I did have a whole period where I did calisthenics every day for a really long time. Because I'm a weeb. Okay. I don't think that... I don't remember if we ever did that in school, calisthenics. But like, I am aware that Japanese calisthenics are weird. And I guess I was kind of introduced to it when I was in Japan, in a way. By just, they would have that on the TV every single morning. So I would just do that while I was in Japan. And then at some point I was like, maybe I should just do this all the time, every day. But I think at some point I just got, like, bored of the movements of calisthenics. That was, like, the only reason. It's just like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. Doing little Chikawa shakes. That would help. Is there Chikawa calisthenics? I think I just bugged this thing out. I think it's not supposed to do that, right? That does not look right. Does it? There's an episode where there's some... There are calisthenics in Animal Crossing also. I did that once. I like to think things like Tai Chi and Wing Chun have their place as exercise rather than... Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of, like, East Asian... martial arts should not be considered martial arts. How do you not burp while drinking soda? I've had soda for 20 years. That's also an art. Everything is an art. Or a skill that can be developed, right? Social interaction is a big factor in the morning Taiso. It's a lot more fun doing... Oh, yeah, that is true. I think I would have way more, like, fun doing it with people, right? Hello, go Gabba Gold Gremlin. Damn, he's not free from a wall anymore. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, maybe the birds can help me out now. If I was in Japan, I would be in top shape. Maybe I should join that next time I'm in Japan. Go to a park and just join them. You see Machi's new emote? Oh my god. Drawn by Ray Robinstein. Ray just gave me that emote unprompted. It's like, here's an emote. Thank you, Ray. Only time I can ever exercise is when I'm alone, and doing it around others will always make me feel awkward. Yeah, I totally get what you mean. Like, I definitely had that, for the longest time. I think I care about that a lot less now. But I know exactly what you mean. Like, even the idea of, like, sweating gave me anxiety.
I tacked on the E6000 adhesive now to let dry.
Cool. Adhesive time. Adhesive time, everybody. Thank you for the announcement. Will you be making your own calisthenics game called MatchiMotion? I don't think so. It would be good branding, wouldn't it? Maybe I should. It's fucked up, but there's a company called Machi. And before I decided on using Machi as my, like, online moniker, I did think about that a bit, like, huh, there's a company called Machi. But I don't care. Because, like, there's too much personal history to Machi. I can't let a corporation own my nickname. Machi Pilates, oh my god. So messed up. What if you start your stream with MatchiMotion, everyone else has to do it with you? Where does Machi come from? Machi? It was my... So, I got the nickname from, like, Japanese people saying Machi as a short for Matthias. And that was cool, but later on, I just realized, like, oh, like, I also like matcha. If you combine Matthias and matcha, you get Machi. So from that, I was kind of, like, more motivated, like, this should just straight up be, like, my name that I use for everything. Like, I had 2 good reasons for using it at that point. Damn it. Damn it, I'm trying to jump. Holy shit, I did it. I thought I couldn't do it, but I could. The company once tried to trademark hexagenic, but it was denied. Holy shit. Some deep lore that answered it. Yeah. It has 2 origins. I like matcha. And it was just like a nice nickname. Damn. Machi, Machi. But actually, it's... whenever people call me Machi in Japanese, they always add like another Machi. So it's like Machi, 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 Machi. But it does feel really nice to phrase it that way, doesn't it? Just saying it twice, like Machi, Machi. It's arguably better than only saying Machi. Machi, Machi. Can't reach that far. Machi's Matcha Boba. There has to be like a Machi place called that already. Like a Matcha Boba. You know what's happened to the Hyaah Mist copyright? No, we never had Hyaah Mist in Sweden, I'm pretty sure. So I'm not familiar. Like Mucha, Lucha. What is Mucha Lucha? What if I just start digging? Machi Matcha Boba. I feel like, isn't Boba kind of dead? That was a trend though. I was an OG fan, man. I was a tea fan. I was a matcha fan. Pizza Litza. It's a pretty damn good name. We had one? Like, I would assume a name like that would be like doing very well. Look up a Hyaah Mist copyright story sometimes. I really went for a look. Okay, cool. Mucha Lucha is a cartoon about a luchador wrestling. Cool. I don't know anything about luchadors. I feel like branding for a company is like 90% of that is just having a good name. But I don't know, maybe I'm like a bit like, I don't know. I think I know too much by saying that. My friends hated that pizza plates, I guess that will kill it. Huh. But how do I get over there? Damn. Oh, well, I thought I failed, but I made it. Like, Nintendo is a really good name. And that's why I think, I don't know, even before I was a weeb, and even when I was anti-weeb, I felt like Japanese nicknames were really ideal for, like, having a good nickname. Because it's like, it's the right kind of consonants to make things memorable, do you know what I mean? Like, a name like Kuro is very easy to remember, compared to, like, Nick. Or Adam. I guess it depends on the culture, right? Maybe not. But I think if you were completely detached from, like, any kind of language, then the right kind of consonants would just work really well. Like, I try to imagine it from the perspective of, like a dog, if you named a dog something. A dog probably would respond to Kuro easier than, like, Nicholas, I think. Nicholas is just garbage gibberish for a dog, but Kuro is like a very strong, like, two sounds that can be put together really well. So yeah, branding. Try to think of branding from the perspective of a dog. How would a dog respond? Could a dog be able to, like, distinctly differentiate between sounds? Maybe this is horrible advice. I have no expertise in marketing or branding, by the way. Start a line of frozen meals called Mama Machi's Dinner Time. That's what. It has no purpose other than Mama Machi. If you change to Nintendo, there's ads right now. So I'll just have a little bit of a drink while the ads are running. Have you tried Brazilian nuts? I don't think so. A subscriber exclusive. Listen to me sip. Well, it's only 30-second ad, so it should be easy. It's Mama Machi to you, Mario. My friends nicknamed me Bick, because I misspelled Bill in the chat, so I once adopted Bhikkhu as a username. It doesn't Bhikkhu literally mean, like, Buddhist monk? Isn't that like the Sanskrit term for, like, a monk, a Buddhist monk? That's like the commonly used word. Yeah, it is Bhikkhu. It means monk. Maybe you have a calling from Buddha. It means cat in Hindu. Okay. What would you rename Nintendo? Just if you can name it something else? Actually, I was thinking of like company names the other day. And I came up with a really good company name. But I can't ever use it. But the name of my company idea was Mr. Tanaka from Osaka. And you could add anything to the end of that, like Mr. Tanaka from Osaka Productions, Mr. Tanaka from Osaka, like, Entertainment, Mr. Tanaka from Osaka Design. It sounds so, like, familiar and like a real person, but I can't use that, because I'm just a guy from Sweden. I can't have that name. It has to specifically be associated with a Mr. Tanaka who lives in Osaka. Nintendo? My last name basically means pilgrim, from Peloponnesos. Even my ancestors are from Naxos. What? Is that, like, Italy? Oh yeah, Greek. Of course, obviously. Greece. Of course. Nintendo. I feel like maybe I would just rename Nintendo to Mr. Tanaka from Osaka, even though Nintendo is from Kyoto, we're not even from Osaka. Hooray. I have no clue what to do. Spent a day designing a fake logo for a fake game studio. I call it Swinging Rope Studios, and the slogan was Games with Weight. What does that mean? What was the context for the games? What do you do in the game? Do you just get fat? Like, if I heard Games with Weight, I would assume, oh, it's like fat fetish content, right? I get it. Mr. Tanaka from Osaka, above CEO is a baby named Tanaka. I would need to find one guy named Tanaka. I will move to Osaka for this reason. Just so I can open this game studio, Mr. Tanaka from Osaka. Youch. One of my clip channel, my second channel, one of my clips blew up recently on the channel without, you know, unprompted. A bit strange. It was me talking about the open and closed doors video, and that drew a lot of traction just randomly out of nowhere from people, unprompted. Kind of interesting. A lot of people took maybe me saying I wanted to delete the video too seriously. I was only joking. It's kind of interesting. I've never had that much attention on the second channel before. So I was like, wow, things are happening here. It's crazy. Swinging Rope Studio as a noose. Maybe a better slogan would be Games to Die For. That's way too dark. 50 million views. It's like one of the videos is currently getting more views than videos on my main channel, which is really weird. I guess that's why it caught my attention. Like, wow, like a video on my clip channel is getting more attention than a video on my main channel. That's never happened before, I think. So it's like, wow. I'm gonna be huge. I need to talk more about that one very specific thing. You guys remember my old video? Wasn't that fun? I need to just keep talking about old things I made. That's my content grinder. We have 50 more clips by the end of the week. Here's a clip. You will get the pizza empanadas. I decided no mushroom. Sorry for all the mushroom lovers. Pizza empanadas. I mean, make up your mind. I mean, I like pizza. I like empanadas, but I mean, make up your mind, man. Isn't a pizza empanada just a fancy way of, like, saying, like, I don't know, pizza roll? We don't have pizza rolls in Sweden, but calzone, holy shit, calzone, but bigger. Calzone, sounds like a real Italian thing. Empanadas is smaller. Yahoo. Huh. What the hell could this be, though? I love Link's little voice. What if I just bomb the place? I mean, that makes sense. Wait. Wait. Hold on. What if I trap the thing while it's there? Could that be it? Damn. That's gonna take way too long to figure out, huh? It could be something too bad, though. BG sound like a good name for a software company. This is not Bomberman, or is it? I can time it if I know when to time it when it goes past the other thing. Oh my god, jump scare. I need to play Bomberman, man. I think there might be something too bad. I don't know if that's the puzzle, but I do want to try to do it. Okay, that's not it. But it is a fun thing to do. Tell your friends, tell your family. I think I'll watch your Yumaniki videos later. It is a weird... I think I watched those like a couple of months back. It's kind of interesting. I kind of sound different. I think I sound like a little kid in it, even though I wasn't. But like, I think I think I talk about a lot of the similar things, weirdly enough, is like listening to my old stuff in those videos. It's kind of like old style Matthias. Uncorrupted by like talks about Mario, uncorrupted like talks about like Buddhism. I can't reach it. I've played Darkstalkers. I have not. Isn't it a fighting game? I think based on that I probably won't play it. I think you need the claw. What the hell is the claw? Okay, there's a chest down here I haven't gotten, actually. Maybe I should check into that. Grappling hook thing. I was not aware that was a thing in the game. But maybe that would make sense. That would solve, like, all of my problems right now if I had a grappling hook. I sound like every Nintendo game designer right now. A grappling hook would solve every problem. You can't solve all your problems with a grappling hook. That's what my therapist tried to tell me. Then I grappling hooked my therapist. Now I'm in a lawsuit. Now I have a lot of more problems going on. But I think I can solve it with my grappling hook. I could solve most of them. The court will not expect the addition of my grappling hook. Wait. What if I push those blocks? Damn. Did not solve my problem. This is the beginning of a cave. Wait, how do I get here? I think I need something that can, like, make me jump further? What boots do you have? I guess that's boots. Yeah, I can do this. I can jump with it, but I can't jump far enough to reach there. I can go 3 squares with those, I think. That's the thing. I need to go 4 squares. Can you rank the following drinks from worst to best? Ginger ale, eggnog, hot sake. This is a really tough one. I would maybe go hot sake last, but it's not a bad drink. It's good. And eggnog second, because it's not something I would necessarily drink on my own, but I would like it with addition to something, like pour it over a waffle or pour it onto a pancake, you know? Ginger ale I could have anytime, anywhere. Does not need to be an addition to any kind of food. It's just tasty, yeah. Oh, I've not... Oh, I see. This was the first time I met the guy, but he didn't show up here. The first room was actually the last room to fight the guy, I see. How clever. I was just here, like, what the hell do I do here? Damn. Oh my god. I thought the game bugged out for a second. I wasn't even doing anything, I was hitting him. Bye-bye. Oh, grappling hook! Oh my god, this is gonna solve all my problems. My therapist is not gonna like this one. Grappling hook time? This must be scripted. I think it's just a commonplace Zelda thing. How would you convince Miyamoto that you're his true successor for the job at Nintendo? I would say, hey, yellow Mario. And he would, like, spit out his... This is a bit, I'm just rehashing an old bit. I already did this bit before. The bit about yellow Mario getting me hired at Nintendo. Because it's like 3 traffic lights. Luigi, green, Mario, red, yellow. The yellow lights. That could be, I guess that could be Wario, but don't think about that. Would spit out a big Ed and would hatch into a baby Mario. I don't think I can do that. I think there's a single thing that makes me able to do that. You get 100 rupees, you're happy. Am I, though? I had like hundreds of rupees before this. I had so many rupees before this one, though. Is this is gonna solve all my problems? I'm 3 times more happy. I have 300 rupees. Oh, I could go this way. Yeah. It felt so, I don't know, too much to describe my own emotion to me. You're happy. You're happy now. Aren't you happy? Yes, but not because of this. Ouch. Oh, I could use the grappling hook. Yep. This is not where I want to. This is not where I wanted to go. Even this is the wrong room. Consume rupees. Obey the system. I'm not a part of your system. Oh my god, I did it. If you taught a college course about Mario, would you give extra credit to students that already know plumbing? No, I think plumbing is like the least important part of Mario. Like, anyone can do that. When in a Mario game has he ever done actual real plumbing? He's only going through pipes. You could go through a pipe right now. It would not be a problem. You can do it. I believe in you. Arrows, please? We're going to the moon. Oh, the grappling up really does so. Probably it really does. Where would you go? What would you do if you had a grappling hook in real life? Like, I feel like I could just go anywhere in a weird way. Okay, not like that. It could maybe solve all my problems. I don't know. I'm so itchy. Why are you giving me Mold Mario flashbacks? There's a pipe minigame in Mario Party we need to remember. Oh, yeah. Shoot the little platform to the right. Oh, holy shit. The grappling hook solved all my problems. This is fine. How was I supposed to know that it did that? I've never encountered that in real life. You want the calamine lotion or anti-itch powder or pill to help with the itches? Okay, I guess this is not a question for me. Real time? Go on. I'm gonna have a bit of cola. I'll replace my ladder with a grappling hook. Yeah. Ow. Okay, maybe I can grappling hook this problem. Holy shit, it worked. Oh my god. Could we make a video game that's all grappling hook? Is that possible? Maybe this is like a new game idea? Could be something to this, like... This is the perfect replacement for Mario. Just have a guy whose whole shtick is the grappling hook, and all you do is grappling hook around. This is a really good idea. Game. Like, I'm doing this completely wrong. Leave that. iBug. Essential part of Terraria. Look up Oh yeah, I have played a little bit of Umihawa Kawase. It definitely has a different kind of vibe from what I'm imagining. But that is a kind of fun mechanic in the game also. That makes me think more fishing line hook than grappling hook, but like, I guess that works too. Actually don't know if it is a fishing hook she uses. Oh, I can do it multiple times over. Fool that I am. Keep at it? No? That was not enough. Guarana spiders. Yeah, they are Guarana spiders. Wasn't even thinking about that. If you worked at a bank, would you approve Kirby for a home loan? Yeah. I think Kirby is kind of destructive, but probably not about its own property, right? I think it would be a solid investment or something. I don't know. Is it called an investment? Probably not. Quickly use the grappling hook to heal yourself. I mean, maybe. Maybe you could use it on some, like, medicinal plants and that would heal you. Isn't it weird that alchemy is real? That, like, real medicine is just alchemy? Like, medicinal plants sound so made up, and that's, like... that's, like, 90% of alchemy. Just like, here's a medicinal plant in pill form. Oh my god, I feel so good. The idea of a healing potion seems so stupid. But you could probably just make one in real life. You could just make a healing potion. Vote for Kerbo to get impaled. What about turning your mom into a dog? Is that alchemy? Yeah. I've seen enough of Full Metal Alchemist to know. I think that's when I started watching the show. I saw that and I was like, okay, I get it. What am I doing? I just want to get up here. I don't even think I can do it. Hold on. Grappling hook? Oh, what the fuck? Grappling hook my problem away. I don't think I ever got into Full Metal Alchemist because it didn't suit my aesthetic at the time. I watch cool shows like Naruto. No? Alright. Fine then. Does seem to have a home. He probably has some more to... Yeah, he does have a home, doesn't he? He probably makes money somehow. How does Kirby make money? He vacuums for people? Could be it. Could be that simple. Maybe he just kills... He takes a ton of loans and then he just swallows anyone who comes asking about the loan. It's one way to do it, right? Like, hey, about the money he owes us, and then he just eats them. How many Philosopher's Stones would it take to make Mario real? I think probably one, because it's like mostly human, right? I feel like it takes one stone to make a human, something like that. I know a guy with plans like that. What? Maybe in Dreamland there wouldn't be anything bad, like home ownership. Yeah, that's true. Hold on, that's socialism. No, we can't allow for that. That's not why I'm red today. As a VTuber, I only talk about appropriate social issues, like, inflation. Things are so expensive. Yes, I can monetize that. What does this owl have to tell me? Dive under wherever torchlight beams do cross. What? Dive? Inflation. Am man, I don't know. Am I allowed to say this? One time in school, I was having like, what's it called? Social science? Social economics? Something like that. My teacher was talking about like, you know, women also talk about politics, but they do it in a different way from men. And she said, like, for example, women politics can be something like discussing the prices of groceries. And then later I referenced her point about, like, you know, women talk differently about, like, economy, like, the prices of groceries. And when I said that, the whole class was, like, shocked by my statement. And my teacher was like, Matthias, do you think that's appropriate to say? And I'm like, what the fuck? That's why I'm repeating what you said. You taught me about this. I'm repeating your... I thought I was gonna be clever and repeat, like, your point and get, like, social approval for that. And now I'm being... I'm, like, being shamed for talking about your point about women talking about groceries as a form of politics. You think I came up with this? I'm, like, 14 years old, man. Your teacher said women be shopping. Yeah, and it was really clever when she said it, okay? It was not okay for me to say that. Anyway, that was one of my social humiliations. I just have such a strong memory of that. And it wasn't even, like, too far away from when she said it. It was, like, right after that. It was, like, within minutes. And then everyone was shocked by me saying it. Like, no, did none of you pay attention to what she was talking about? It wasn't even my idea. Mario's so expensive. When will Mario deflate? This is a... I mean, it shouldn't be an inappropriate question, but somehow it feels inappropriate. Your teacher... Well, no, I read that. Well, apparently she wasn't even paying attention to what she was talking... Apparently! Because she... I was trying to woo her, you know? I was trying to get points. This episode that traumatized you into staying away from politics? Yeah, kinda. Like, how am I allowed to not bring up the thing you brought up as a valid point? I thought I was learning something clever. Now I can do this? Oh my god. This is gonna solve all my problems. Whoops, I'm dead. Oh, I can kill them like that. Oh my god, I can kill everyone on my grappling hook like it's nothing. Holy shit. This is awesome. It better make this thing immune. I'm too invincible now. Look at me go. I could have done it the other way. Message wouldn't send. Okay, I don't see that on my end, but I believe you. This is gonna solve all my problems. Oops, I'm dead. When I was in school, people would make 9/11 jokes at me, or 9/11 jokes because of my... Okay, I assume 9/11... Wait, 9/11 jokes or 9/11 jokes at me because of my skin tone. One day, the civics teacher got in on the jokes. My villain arc officially began that day. Ah, that sucks. The teacher thinks we're in with a joke and is just perpetuating bullying. This sucks. I need a grappling hook right now. That could probably solve censorship, yeah. Where am I even going? This is not the right place. I wanted to go... the place with a big hole. "9/11, not why. Okay, yeah, I could contextualize that. Big hole? No, I've been to the big hole. I've been there. Where the hell did I go then? Huh. All the pathways there are, like, not to be seen. Unless when... Okay, the staircase probably... I don't know. Teachers are kind of weird. Like... Nothing crazy said there. But it's weird realizing that they are human beings when you're a kid. And just being like, I don't know... I remember there was like a really well-liked teacher at my school. And, everyone loved him. And then one day he was leaving, and we were all like, no, 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 we want him to stay, we want him to stay. Because he was like, actually like training to be a teacher. And his like whole thing was over there. But we all pitched in, like, we want him to work here, we want him to come back, and they were like, well, the kid said so, let's bring him back, the kids want him. And then he came back, and he was like a completely different person. He was just like one of the kids. I think that got to his head, where like before he was like a professional teacher. Then he heard about like, we're sending you back to the school because all the kids wanted you to come back. And then he was just like one of the kids. Like he was just like hanging out in the computer place and just being like, hey, you guys want to play video games? What's up, guys? He was like trying to be one of us, but that made it really weird. Like I didn't like that. It was so strange when he tried to be like one of us. One day in middle school, a kid threw a dodgeball at her teacher in the face and made her cry. I'll never forget how her teacher face completely disappeared. Yeah. God. Making a teacher cry. There had been a few of those occasions in my school. And it really made you feel like, oh shit, we lost the plot. We messed up. I miss not making a teacher cry. But I miss that kind of revelation about human interaction. Oops. Oh yeah, there was one place where I couldn't progress, right? I can't remember where. Insecure teachers, projecting inferiority complex. Yeah. I remember one time in class, I was reading this magazine, and I was so bored that I just kept reading it over and over again. And like, I just picked it up, read it back to back, and I didn't care about the lesson. Picked it up, read it again. Didn't care, picked it up, read it again. Then I noticed, like, everyone were looking at me. I was like, what's going on? And apparently the teacher had just said, like, I swear to fucking God, Matthias, if you pick up that magazine and try to, like, pretend to read it again, you're getting out of here. And my friend was like, did you not, like, pay attention to what's going on? And I was just like, no. And later he confronted me about it, like, what was happening? Like, what? I thought it was so cool, like, you didn't care at all. And I was like, no, I was so bored that I kept reading this magazine. I was so bored that I didn't pay attention. And he thought it was like a cool power move I was doing. But no, I was just so bored. And that teacher really sucked, so I guess that played into it also. Aura. I was like aura forming in that moment, but I wasn't even aware of it. Everyone thought I was a little dick. Anyway, that teacher later got fired for sexual harassment of a student. And, I don't know. That's really weird looking back at it, because, like, he was never a cool guy. He was kind of weird. And I didn't like him. But it was so unpredictable at the same time, where it's like, huh? Like, him? Like, even now, I have a hard time putting that together. Like, wow, that really happened, huh? What the hell? I know, some people are just dicks. And it goes into everything they do. And he was really insecure, like... I guess for him, it was a lot of, like, power projection over kids. So it kind of makes sense. Someone in my school pooped in the hallway and the janitor put a traffic cone over it. To this day, I don't know who committed such a crime. That's so weird. How do you even, like, how do you get the poop there? And why? And how? And, like... I don't know. Maybe I don't want to know. Education system in Greece is basically non-existent. How do you poop? I mean, I know how you do it. But, you know, there are cases where I'm, like, pondering things. Does this go over here? I don't recall. No? Wait, he said something about a water, but Al said something about a water earlier, right? Or if a cross intersect, something like that? Maybe not here. Maybe he didn't mean that. Education definitely varied. Like, I would say I had a good school. I don't know, I think I had a good school. When I was like, not one, but whenever you start attending school. To like 15, 14. Then I had 1 year of a really shit school. And then I ended up moving away from that, where I was like, this sucks. I don't want to go here anymore. That was an interesting experience. Oh. I don't know if I value it. But it definitely is something I bear with me, just being at one really shit school for 1 year. I think schools should be more like trade school and less general education. I used to think that they should be more like trade schools. So like you learn a profession, you learn a job. Now I think education, general education. Because I get the idea that like it should be like a trade school so you can prepare for a workforce and all that. But there's a problem with like setting up schools so it's only about the purpose of getting a job, which is like you're kind of just like, I don't know, imbued into the capitalist system, you know? You're kind of just like promoting capitalism in a sense. I don't even mean that in like an economic or like capitalism versus something else way. I mean that in the way of like let's maybe make a society of human beings where like everything is not just purely focused on like money and money making. Like let's make sure we have a society where like we have people who are capable of like reflection and philosophy and critical thinking and like just a general sense of culture. You can still learn everything about like getting a job and all that within that system. I don't think they are two opposite systems, right? And you could do it the other way around also, of course, but like if I had to pick one over the other, then I would prefer that human beings are people and they're not only occupied with like how do I get good job. I would rather be surrounded by cultural beings. Something like that. I'm so confused about where do you go. One time I got in trouble for doing homework in class and got extra homework as punishments, even though I actually wasn't doing anything. I just had it out. So I then did the extra homework during the school day and handed it in the same day. And actually got in trouble, but it was worth it. What? Just did it then? Huh. One time I got in trouble for something I didn't do. I think it was something just like talking in class or something like that. It was really weird. She confused me for someone else. But then I just took the punishment. And I was just like, I don't know, I just wanted to do something that was not class. So I just took it and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then later she came back and she was like, hey, the other classmates told me you didn't do anything and I was wrong. It was actually someone else. I was like, yeah. And she was like, why didn't you say anything? I was just like, just thought it might be fun. And it was. Like, it was just me hanging out with two other kids instead of being in class. So it's just like, hey, what's up? Let's talk about stuff. Teacher once shooed me from class because I was drawing during math lesson. That makes no sense. Like, I had a teacher. This was a cool teacher I was talking about earlier. And he promoted people drawing during class. And this was not during a time when I was drawing, right? I didn't really draw as a kid. Started drawing as an adult. But he was like, you guys should be drawing while you're, like, doing stuff. Because, I remember when I was a kid, right? And whenever I did that, I feel like I could remember everything better that way. So he was, like, very much promoting that. And that stuck with me, though, as a way of, like, huh. Is that true? Like, can drawing during class help me remember better? And I think there probably is some case of that, right? Like, I think if you can, like, apply an action to something you're learning, I think there's a benefit to that than purely learning alone. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you can attribute a drawing to, like, he was talking about this when I was drawing this. It's kind of like it helps, right? At least I can see it happen. I guess I don't have confirmation for that. Woohoo! Yippee! As a whole, though, I was kind of like a teacher's pet. I wasn't really that troublesome as a kid. I very often I got along perfectly well and fine with the teachers, and a lot of teachers loved me. A lot of teachers loved me. Just because I was a little nice. I don't really need my feather anymore. I actually remember I had a teacher who was a Buddhist. And he was bald. I remember it only because one time he talked about, like, he was going to, like, a Buddhist, like, seminar for the weekend. And he was also, like, a rapper. He was also, like, a rapper who was making music and stuff. It was kind of interesting having that interaction with a teacher like that. Just like, huh. This guy's, like, a teacher, but he's also trying to be a rapper. And I don't remember, like, any of his songs, his music, or anything like that. I don't think I ever listened to it, but I remember other kids talking about it. Just being like, yeah, he's kind of good, actually. I wonder what happened to that guy. Oh yeah, I remember we had sex ed with that guy. And he got so nervous during that he started sweating. Like, drips running down his face. And he had to go to the bathroom.
Can you tell us about a field trip you took as a wee lad?
Oh, maybe. hold on, can I think of any? I do remember that though. He was like, he was sweating and had water. It was like someone, it was like a comedy skit or something where someone puts like an exaggerated amount of water on someone's face. He had that because he was trying to teach sex ed. How do I get over here? I've been here before, but I can't see it. Over Christian rock, here comes a Buddhist rap. There is a weird subgenre of Buddhist rap. Even the Beastie Boys have like a Buddhist rap song, weirdly enough. Did you know this? Are we called Beastie Boys? Yeah. The rap group? I thought I would confuse it with the Beach Boys, but no. Beastie Boys. They have like a rap song called like Bodhisattva Vow. It's all about like him committing to the Buddhist path. It's kind of interesting. It was the guy who died. I think two of the guys in the group are dead actually. I think the first guy who died was a Buddhist. And he wrote like a whole song about his path. Ascending to Buddhahood. Or trying to at the very least. Field trip you took as a wee lad. I feel like we didn't take many field trips as a kid. Or like, I guess we did take a fair amount, but like it's not really the case of like anything interesting happening during that, you know? It usually was to like a museum or to like I don't know, some historical site, some military site. One time we went to like just like a military museum. Kind of weird, I guess. If you're looking for a tabletop inspiration, I know a channel. Huh. Interesting. If it's like Zelda inspired, then I'm in. Oh, hold on. How did I get here last time? But I don't really need to go there anymore. So I can go this way. World of Darkness. I am familiar. I've never played it, but I'm familiar with it. I've never been like huge into vampires, right? So I've never really been like, oh, I gotta play it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, though. Adam Yao. Yeah, I think I'm vaguely familiar with them. I'm not really super familiar with Beastie Boys, but that sounds right. I guess that's what I wanted to say. That sounds right. That's only one part board. There's like mages fighting with technocracy. Okay, that's interesting. I feel like what I actually need to get is a master key, but how do I get the Wait. The fish said something about diving, and this seems like a place where you can dive, right? Huh. Interesting. But isn't the whole, like, tabletop focused on vampires? Like, I feel like that's all there is to it. Isn't there? Like, I don't recall anyone playing World of Darkness and talking about, like, fairies or mages or anything like that. This is a confusing dungeon. But I think I know where to go now. I think I know what I gotta do. Talking about Vampire the Masquerade up. Okay, okay. Oh, so... Wait, is there a World of Darkness tabletop book and a Vampire the Masquerade book? They're separate, but same universe? Is that it? Okay, I was not aware of that. I haven't really played that many tabletop RPGs. There was one, like, Zelda Ghibli-inspired one that I was kind of interested in. But I don't really know anything about, like, I think it's basically just D&D with some differences. But that was enough to keep me interested. I don't know whatever happened to that, though. Right, I see now. I did it, I figured it out. Goodbye, blooper, you're fucking dead. What's up with this place? No? Just a place you can kill a Goomba? Okay. Thought there might be a secret. Never mind. I've never really been huge into, like, vampires, I guess. Even as an edgy kid, I wasn't really into it. I think I had periods where I wanted to get into it or try to get into it. I was never like, ah, I gotta do it. I think there were always, like, other kind of edgy stuff other than vampires that appealed to me more, like being a Sith Lord or something like that. Being like a Sith or a edgy guy in D&D, a dark paladin, an evil paladin. One of my, I don't know, is it like one of my early attempts at like role-playing was me trying to roleplay at like a D&D forum and writing like a whole backstory for my evil dark blackguard. And he was supposed to be like someone who hated paladins. I got like a thing being like, yeah, why does he hate paladins though? And I couldn't come up with a single reason. So I just like quit. Just like, I guess I don't want to play as this guy anymore. Pretty good point. Why does he hate paladins? Makes no sense. Do you go on Newgrounds a lot as you? Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. My nose gets a bit like sniffly at night, and I don't know why that is. Why is it only at night? It's not for the rest of the day. I did go on Newgrounds a lot as a kid, and I had some friends who made like animations for it, and of course I was like huge in like Egoraptor and all that. Like, oh my god, Egoraptor, so cool. And it's weird, like, I uploaded one of my videos to Newgrounds at one point. When I became, like, a prominent YouTuber, or whatever you want to call it. And it got, like, on the front page of Newgrounds, and it was kind of weird. Like, this is way past when Newgrounds was popular, but I was on the front page of Newgrounds because of one of my videos, and it was like, I don't know, so weird. To finally be there after all these years, just like, oh my god. Like a childhood like memory or like childhood like dream coming true. And it's way past late, but at the same time it was kind of beautiful. Like, wow, I'm on the front page of Newgrounds. And I did voice acting for one of my friend's videos. I remember that. We had a really bad like Salad Fingers ripoff called like Carrot Fingers or something like that. And we did, like, I don't know, we did, like, a really obvious Salad Fingers ripoff. It was not a parody. We were trying to be Salad Fingers. Good night, good night, good night. Billy chats away. Good night, buddy. Good night to you. We did a Salad Fingers ripoff. And, like, we kept trying to defend it in the comments on Newgrounds. We were getting comments like, this is obviously like a Salad Fingers ripoff. And we were being super serious about like, no, this is completely different from Salad Fingers, okay? This is not the same. It was the same. It was literally just the exact same character design, but he had carrots. He had carrot fingers instead. That was a whole thing. That was a whole idea. I have... And he talked the exact same way, basically. Was I just here? Am I misremembering? Am I going crazy? No. But this is probably not where I want to go either way. Tia's Carrot Fingers side plot. Yeah. I'd completely forgotten about that until now. Like, oh yeah. At one point I did voice acting for Carrot Fingers. The Salad Fingers ripoff. Okay, I can face the boss now. How about it? I had a friend who was... I remember, like, Sorry, I had something in my throat. And I'm gonna fight a boss. I'm gonna fight a tail of something? Some sort? Big worm of some sort? I guess one of my earliest memories of, like, I wanted to be creative was Newgrounds, because one of my friends got, like, he started making Flash animations and putting them on Newgrounds and getting a lot of attention. That made me go, like, holy shit, like, it blew my mind that a friend of mine could be, like, capable of such a thing. Like, he could just make a Flash animation. And that motivated me to be creative, but I didn't really have a creative outlet then. What the hell do I want to do here? Oh, maybe I can lay a bomb or something like that. Could we get a Carrot Fingers? Oh, see, I don't own the rights to Carrot Fingers anymore, man. That was my friend. Nothing I'm doing seems to work, though. Huh. I'm confused about, like, everything I'm using is not working. And I did try to use my grappling hook. Did not work. Wait, no, it worked this time. What the hell? Yeah, it... I swear it didn't work last time. It... Oh, I see. That makes so much more sense. That's probably why it didn't work. There has to be, like, a way to draw up a worm. I see, I see. It's probably, like, too close. What? Mr. Meaty? No, I'm not familiar with that. It doesn't ring a bell. Youch. There's multiple worms right now. Mr. Meaty, no. What was the name of Salad Fingers guy? I wish I could just heal myself right now. Oops. I thought I made the assumption it would come out this way. Can't afford to die right now. David Firth. Well, I do. Is he the one guy, Mr. Meaty? Sounds like something maybe he would do. Okay, I get it now. I can do it. Like socks? I don't remember socks. I do remember some of his work. Like, I can't remember anything off the top of my head, but I did like a lot of his work. Like, I would just watch it on repeat over and over again as a kid. Cream was a good one. Was it called Burnt Face Man? It's a good one. I like that. I have to remember the way to how I got where I got. There's one about the ending of a world. I can't remember what it was called. They just sat in a room and hummed together. Because everything was banned. The kid smell like... Oh, I feel like a lot of stuff might be like in my subconscious. Like that might have influenced me as a YouTuber also, now that I think about it. The boy who smelled like oil or something. It sounds like something I would come up with now that I think about it. Man, I've not had any coffee today. I just realized. Well, I did have an espresso, but then I basically did not drink it. Did not have enough of it to feel the effects. I feel like I had enough to have a little bit of energy, but then I got tired. Do you think Taoism or Shinto make good points? Good points? I think the way that Shinto and Taoism is treated is maybe a bit mischaracterized. Where it's sort of like, if you were to find someone in China calling themselves a Taoist, you're probably not going to find it. Because it doesn't really exist in the way that we imagine religion, or like how we treat it. And even stuff that we read from Taoism or Taoism is kind of like different. In the sense that like, we regard it as like, oh, it's these books, and in China it's not really like that. People don't really look at the books as if it is Taoism. There's like a whole culture surrounding it that has sort of surpassed all of that. Or that arguably was the first thing that came out of that. And Shinto is like too multifaceted. Like there's an idea to it. I was hoping I would get my fairy back. I can do it this time. Can I? Maybe I should just... It would be too much effort to get a fairy now. I don't have enough heals. Maybe I should get heals. I need to get hearts. I think Shinto is like super interesting and stuff like that. But I also think that like, it isn't really unifying as a system of belief or philosophy. It's just a set of cultural practices by the end of the day. So it would be a bit misleading to treat it as a proper religion. I just had grilled cheese and I feel amazing. I bet you do. It does sound amazing. Youch. I need to heal up before I face the boss, is what I've learned. One of my favorite memories is just... Actually, I can't be bothered to finding hearts. The boss is right here, might as well do it. One of my favorite memories as a kid is just playing Banjo-Kazooie and eating a grilled cheese that my dad made. It's like very simple. But like, it's just one of my favorites. So relatable. Can you give your opinion on Smog the Dragon's Design? You know, can I do that after I've beaten the boss? I'm gonna focus on this. I don't remember anything. I don't remember what he looked like. I can say that my favorite dragon design is a Dragonite from Pokemon. That's the best dragon right there. The really named dragons right there with Dragonite. It really was this simple all along, huh? Right, it has to go in the mouth. I mean, that was obvious. I knew that, but like, I could try to time that better. Man, it's really hard to time it with that thing in the way, though. Like, I can't even go there while it's swinging that direction, right? Yeah, Dragonite. I even think Dragonite is a better design than Charizard. I'll say it. Kinda cool. But not enough. Not enough. I did it. Yahoo! Yippee! Another piece? A harp, perchance? No, it's a marimba. Okay, I thought it was a harp. Thank you. Smoke the Dragon. 1970 design. What do I think? What the fuck? He did not look how I expected him. That's not a dragon though. That's just straight up an animal. That's a wolf. I actually don't buy with this at all. Here's another shot. And nothing seems to work. There we go. No, I actually... It's too hairy. That's not a dragon. It's so weird. I guess I'm not really huge with dragons or animals to begin with. No, it's not... That's not for me. That's just not for me, I'm sorry to say, if you like that. It's a pretty good subversion of a typical dragon design. It's a subversion. It's pretty neat. I don't think so. I think it's too furry for me. It feels like someone... To me, honestly, it feels like someone who was kind of too scared to go fully dragon. I feel like it shouldn't be a subversion. It should just be a dragon. Because, you know, it's Smog the Dragon. Once I heard a voice? Okay, okay. I don't want to put that. I don't want to get DMCA'd. But maybe I can look that up later. Wow. Where the hell do I go now? I guess I could go find out. Oh yeah, I got a grappling hook. I can try and do new things. Head that's wolf-like, resist. I feel like that's too much, though. It's not really for me. Grappling hook? Oh, I can kill these guys now with my grappling hook. That's amazing. Ring ring, it's Ulrira. Mermaid statue. Huh. I do recall that. Time started laundry. Cool. I'd be stunned too if someone hit with a grappling hook. Yeah, but like, what if you have electrical power surrounding you? What would you do then? What the hell do I do here? What if I threw a bomb? Just goes in the hole. What was I thinking? Oh, that's the mermaid statue, isn't it? Interesting, interesting. Should I grappling hook the mermaid statue? Is that what he wants me to do? Bomb solves our fall. I don't think I'm allowed to say that on Twitch. Grappling hook, perfectly fine. No one's done anything bad with a grappling hook yet. Oh. Man, this would really... If you had an Oracle of Aegis remake, it would be really good with this engine, right? It should just do it. Just do the remake. It would work. What the hell? I want it. I was playing a bit on the 3DS earlier, but it kind of just solidified in my mind of like, I don't think I can go back. I enjoy the Switch too much. I want everything on the Switch now. I'm a Switch fanboy. Wow, and I can even do that here. That also solves my problems. Wait, how do I kill this guy, though? What if I try to dive here? They need a Four Swords remake? That would be interesting, for sure. I don't think... would that even be possible? Maybe. People were talking about this, I saw, like... They used to be... Nintendo used to make it so that if one person had a game, then 4 people could play it together, even though 3 people did not own the game. You only needed 1. And people are like, oh, we need to do this again. And then people complain because, like, no, Nintendo still does that. Like, they still do that all the time. People are just being nostalgic for a thing that already happens. Nintendo still do it. So I could see them do that again. They could bring it back, just like that. Wait, how do I... Oh, I couldn't even go there before. I see now. I see, I see. What do you want from me? What the hell? Nintendo needs to remake a Friend Shop classic. What? What the fuck? There's an invisible enemy? What's happening? Oh, I can kill them just like that. With my grappling hook. Wow, what the hell? I think there's like invisible slime. Is this even supposed to be like this? Is the game bugged? Would your mom and your dad be better at Banjo-Kazooie? I think probably my mom. If it was my dad like 20 years ago, then maybe. I think dad today, he's a bit like, I don't know, he's too tired. He doesn't have the energy for that. Mom, she's not better, but she would be able to figure out, like, ah, you move this around by doing this? Okay. I think Dad would not care. Oh, now you're visible. It's a little Hyaah friend. Hello. Fake Hyaah, die. Die. Oh, he was mimicking my movements, I see. So that's what happened. What the hell did I do? What did I get? What did I get again? Magnifying glass. Lens. Oh, I can see invisible things now. It shows things that couldn't be seen before. Okay, okay. There has to be more to it than that. Right? I was kind of thinking of starting up Ocarina of Time today, but like it feels wrong to like play that before finishing this. But I actually could probably do it. But I am also playing Breath of the Wild by the side. Just like, do I want to play 3 Zelda games at the same time? Maybe it would be fine. They're all so different anyway. Nope, it was also the Hyaah friend. Worth it. Would you be insulted if an old Japanese man called you Gaijin? Probably not, because, like, it just means foreigner. But it is the case that, like, I think, with a wrong tone, anything can sound, like, inappropriate and offensive, right? Like, there's probably ways I could be offended by someone saying Gaijin at me. It depends on the tone. Like, old Japanese man with disdain in his voice. But actually, no, I don't think so. I think even then I would just be like, yeah, I am. What about it? Huh, maybe I could get over here. Right, right, I'm seeing patterns. Did you just call me Gaijin? That's not my name. Gaijin. I don't know, I think it would, if it called me Gaijin, I think I would assume he's trying to be friendly with me, like, oh, he gave me a nickname. Don't make the mistake of being 3 or 4 separate games at once. Worst mistake of my life. Yeah. I mean, you will... I don't know. I did learn this from streaming. Like, if you start playing, like... 4 games at the same time, all of those games take a really long time to finish, where you're just like, huh, like, I thought playing 4 games at the same time would make me finish 4 games quickly. But nope, you're very slowly finishing 4 games now. You can say, I'm sorry ma'am, we're all out of Mario today, in Japanese. Ah, could I? I don't think I could say that. How do you say that? I guess I sold out. I don't know if sold out would be the right way to say it, though. Sold out gives a different meaning to it, I feel like. You want to challenge the river? Rapids... What? Huh? Wait, what? Mario supplies are running real low these days. Yeah, man. That's Guy Jim. What the hell? Raft ride? Do I? Alright, fine. What is this? How are Wario supplies going though? Mario sold out, Wario, is Wario in demand? Oh, I see, I get it now. What the hell do I do with this one? What do I do? Okay, I'm here. I'm heading over here. When I bought my Switch, I bought Breath of the Wild, 3 Houses, and Mario Odyssey at the same time. I can't remember. Yeah. Those are all like extremely time-consuming games. Sister makes the best Yoshi jumping noise impression. That sounds good. I don't want to do it. I don't think I could do it. It would just sound awful. Oh. Maybe I want the ability to jump. Oh, yeah. Obviously I want that. Am I missing out? Well, I don't really need any of this. I have it all. Oh. Right, the waves. I can't go back there now because of the waves. I see. Probably need to keep doing this. Take me back. Yep. Hands off my Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, I can use this. Hey, hands off the Nintendo Switch! That's my English version of it. I don't know how I would say it in Japanese, though. I would just embarrass myself if I tried. What would I even say? My mind is too much right now. It's too much pressure. Right, I can do this. I see. I think how I would say it would just be cringe. Because it would sound like too anime. Ask Rial. Maybe I should. He would know. He's a pro. I haven't studied Japanese in quite some time now also. I feel like I'm rusty as hell. Oh. It's a lot that I'm missing out on here. Commit to one games and play them through all the way. If you play all the... Yeah. I feel like streaming has been really good for me just finishing games, because you really have to just, like, lock in. You can't get distracted by anything and be like, oh, time for me to, like, watch YouTube videos at the same time while I'm playing Breath of the Wild. Like, no, you have to dedicate yourself to this. You have to talk. You have to say things in Japanese. Give myself a sip of cola. Got to bring water, so this is all I got. Also helps keep you in the loop of those games so you don't forget things. Yeah. It definitely does take a lot of, like, I don't know, you do forget how to do things. Like, I probably seem like a moron a lot of time because I forget things also, and that's, like, out in the open. You probably take a lot less notice of that if you're not, like, streaming. And you don't have to, like, pay attention to people talking to you. Have to keep conversations going. The streamer tax. It's very real. Can I not do it that way? Oh, I can. Mario gone missing in Sweden. Sir, have you seen Mario today in Swedish? Herrn, har du sett Mario idag? Ursäkta herrn? Har du sett Mario? Idag? Why? My Swedish always sounds so formal whenever I try to do it. Try to perform it. Sound like a man from the 1940s. I've like regressed. I think my Swedish has regressed. And now I'm just talking like the childhood films that I would watch. I'm gonna redo it. What was the other thing though? Oh, I see. Sounds so worried to me. A lot of people have described Swedish as like being rhythmic, which is interesting. I think I want to quit racing though. I think I'm not supposed to be doing this actually. The music is so good though. How did they make a soundtrack this good, you know? I need to practice more Japanese so I can say stupid things on stream. That's a good motivation, actually. Good way to go back to university. But man, I do... Oh, man. I was kind of surprised by how much Japanese took up my time when I went back. Okay, I want a piece of heart. That's nice, man. I'm good. Created with a sense of quaintness. Yeah, it's good. Reminds me of some Japanese indie artists like Shugo Tokumaru. I can dive here, potentially. Can I do anything else here, potentially? No? Can I go back? Am I close to the finish of the game? The end of the game? Maybe? Excuse me, waitress, there's too much Luigi and not enough Mario in my Game Boy. Ursäkta, fröken. Det är alldeles för mycket Luigi och inte tillräckligt mycket Mario i min Game Boy. It's like a nobleman. My impression of a Swedish nobleman. Can I use the flute, ocarina, while in the water? Luigi, det finns alldeles för mycket Luigi. Brain blast. I think I just had a brain blast. Where do I go? I should go back to the phone man, actually. Swedish Luigi. Horrifying thought, scary thought. Scary thought that it is. Swedish Luigi can't hurt you. Help me, man. Old man, help me out. Ring ring. The face shrine. Oh, interesting. Honestly, I was kind of thinking, did I already do this? But I forgot. No, I had not done that. Good that I did. Applause to me. Is my phone a hint? Yeah, it's a hint on where to go next. It's a really interesting feature, I think. I think it's like a really cool way to do it. Like, and just imagine all of this was made for the Game Boy, which is kind of crazy. I wonder if I think I probably would have been able to solve this as a kid, but like I wish I had given this a chance. I just didn't do it. How would you say, dear mother and father, I decided to leave home in search of my own Mario. Please don't weep for me, I'll be safe. Kära moder och fader. Jag har bestämt mig för att lämna vårt hem. För att söka efter min egna Mario. Snälla, gråt inte efter mig. Jag kommer vara säker. Face shrine. It's a pretty good bit. Swedish guy in search for its Mario. What is he looking for, man? His own Mario? Wife. Our kid is a fucking moron. He doesn't know what he's doing. So dramatic and could see the movie scene, yeah. You see it already. Reminds me of the Swedish movie Ondskan. The Evil. It's like a super dramatic movie that just basically just offers a revenge fantasy. Kind of a stupid movie. Just about one kid who gets the revenge. And I remember it because we were watching it in class in school. And before the film, I was talking about like, oh yeah, you know, I don't really resort to violence. I guess I was on a very like peaceful thing. I don't know. I think I was trying to impress my teacher or something like that. I was just like, you know, I don't believe in violence. You should solve everything through pacifism. And I was really adamant, and they were questioning me and being like, well, what if someone hurts you? What if you're in danger? And I was like, no, I would refuse. I'm a pacifist. I would not fight back, even in those cases. And they were like, wow, this kid is really onto something. And then I watched that movie, and I was like, it was really satisfying seeing this boy get revenge on all of his school bullies. And my teacher was like, hold on. Not too long ago, you said you were a pacifist and you hated violence. And I was like, yeah, but it was really satisfying. It was really satisfying seeing him get revenge. I could not deny my human nature. Have I not been here? I don't think so. Very cool. Did you hear about Miyamoto's cat? Oh, you mean, I think you're thinking of Sakurai's cat, right? I did hear about that. I'm not familiar with this cat. I know he made like a whole video on YouTube just about his cat. That's sad. I also lost a cat a while back. It affected me more than I thought it would. What's up with this guy? Oh, what the hell? Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. There's so much happening. Just let me go. What am I supposed to do with this? It's just a guy in the way. Okay, was that easy? Have I been here before? I don't recall. No, right? Oh, I can do it. I think I actually didn't really look too much into the Sakurai's cat thing because I thought I would be upset about it. Face keyhole, what? I would say no more Mario until you're eating your vegetables as an angry Swedish parent. Nej! Inte mer Mario! Inte förrän du ätit dina grönsaker! What the hell do I do here? What could this be for? Why are their shields like Lego bricks? Phone Int really reminds me of a thing in Shikori where you can call your parents for a phone booth. What is Shikori? Isn't that a thing in Earthbound? Like you can call your dad on the phone? I don't know enough about Earthbound to say. It is so cool in a game mode like this. When you can kind of just like explore the whole map in a way you couldn't do it before. Like you're going back to the earlier territories and it's like, oh my god, I can swim. I can do this, I can do that. Every now and then, half enlightened. It's not here. But she'll talk about me like she's watching my streams somehow. Is she watching the VOD right now, half? Activate code word next time I'm in your stream. Code word. Buddha is sitting. Yeah, that's fine. I couldn't come up with anything else. Buddha is sitting. I think if I had one or two on the Switch. Ever played a Shinchan? Oh, I have not played Shinchan. I have watched the anime. I watched the first season of the anime in Japanese when I was studying Japanese. It was fun, but I think it's not really. I think it gets better later. Also, first season Shinchan is a very different vibe from how it gets later. Maybe I should keep watching it. Shikori is a cool game about art. I would absolutely recommend. Let me look at this real quick. Shikori. I'm just getting the fruit. Game? Shikori game? Oh, I'm not familiar with this. That's interesting. Maybe it is inspired by like Link's Awakening and Earthbound. You can probably feel that from the vibe. What the hell is happening? Where am I heading? Where am I heading? He said Face Shrine. I went to a Face Shrine. It said you need a key for the Face Shrine. What the hell? How do I get a key for the Face Shrine, though? Huh. This thing right here. Oh, maybe there's a dungeon right there. I didn't consider this thing. When I played it, I didn't think it might... Yeah. It is interesting seeing, like, things when you've learned that it was inspired by something else and going back and you're like, oh, I can see that now. Can't think of a single thing right that. I guess the only thing I can think of is, like, rewatching older Japanese stuff and being like, hold on, I've learned enough about, like, Japanese Buddhism to recognize some things now, where it's like, oh, I get this reference. It's like a reference to this very specific thing. But that's not only, you know, bad. You can find that with a lot of culture and history and mythology, right? When you learn about some cultural thing, some historical thing, and you're like, what the fuck, it's referencing this one thing? You're saying Mario? Mario? Really expected more from you? Mario. Jag förväntade mig faktiskt mer från dig. I heard that Swedish just sounds like gibberish. So Americans are like foreigners. And I something about saying that just activated that in my brain. Like, yeah, I'm just saying like gibberish. Like, it doesn't feel real. Maybe Swedish is not a real language. Maybe I was just like gaslit my entire life. Damn. Didn't want to hurt you, but I wanted to see if I could. Base shrine. Maybe, yeah, maybe I could go... Huh. What if I went to this place, but how do I reach this place? Even... Wasn't I here before? Oh, maybe there's a way I hadn't considered. I need a continuation of that bit where you did where Shadow was super brooding. Mario says wahoo. Can I do it? I don't think I can do any voice right now. I'm gonna need water. I actually think I need more than that. I need a whole setup before that in order to be able to do it. I need to set up the story first. Shadow and Dr. Robotnik are meeting up. I can't do it. I've never done an Eggman voice before. Ah, Sonic! No, wait, wrong. Wrong guy. Ah, Shadow! I can't do an Eggman voice. Why did I meet you here, Eggman? You picked up too much from Sonic. Snooping as usual, I see. Snooping as usual, I see. Why have you brought me here? Is that even what Shadow sounds like? Ugh. Captured me again, have you? Actually, Shadow, I found someone far more... Hold on, I'm dead. I wasn't paying attention and I died. I found someone far more superior than you. Unlikely, I think. that doesn't sound right. It sounds like a weird Japanese translation from Japanese to English. Unlikely, I think, Eggman. We shall see. According to my calculations, there is Project Mario. Project Mario. I don't know, what would Shadow think? It would just be like, this is an ordinary man. I don't think Shadow would go along with this. What is he? Why is he here? What is he trying to do? I need to get to this Mario before Eggman discovers something I don't know. That's when he goes through a pipe, somehow, to the Mushroom Kingdom. How would Shadow meet Mario? I don't think they would just meet. Shadow would have to, like, explore the whole world of Mario first. So he goes to, like... What's the first area of Mario called? Is there a name for it? One flower fireball changes everything. Huh. They meet at a grocery store. What, he goes through this whole journey and they just meet at a grocery store? He goes through the first area in Mario. Then the underwater place. Then the underwater place. And he's like, huh. There's no Mario here. Then he just goes to the grocery store and there's Mario. Wahoo!
Mr. President, the situation has turned dire. Dr. Eggman has acquired the Mario.
Oh shit. And he's with Eggman. They're shopping for something. Eggman. Ah, Shadow. Still can't do Eggman. He's buying me a spaghetti. Spaghetti? Something about Shadow the Hedgehog saying spaghetti kind of resonates with me. I don't know. I don't think Shadow has ever experienced spaghetti before, so I think he would actually be like caught off guard by that. Spaghetti. Wahoo! I don't know where to go with this bit. Where does this bit go? It's just Eggman and Mario and Shadow at the grocery store. Inflation has been hitting hard lately. Yes, normally spaghetti is less pricey. I thought Shadow was cool, but hasn't tried spaghetti. It is weird to think. It probably hasn't, right? It's just easy. I can just do it like this. Then Eggman and Shadow and Mario all eat spaghetti together, and this was actually Eggman's plan. He was like, oh, the ultimate being is just anyone who likes spaghetti. Could never have been you, Shadow. I see what you mean now, Eggman. With this spaghetti, I could beat Sonic. No, I don't think... No, that was not my point. The spaghetti is good. Woohoo! So at the end of the bit, commissioned bit. I'm taking commissions for bits. I think Shadow and Mario could get along though. I don't think they would be like enemies. I think they kind of have similar goals. Like Mario has Peach. Shadow has Maria. Shadow has Chaos Control and Six of Fork and Pasta. I think Mario would be impressed with that. Like, you know, oh my god, he has a power for pasta, or I don't know. What do I do with this guy? What do I do? The whole floor is breaking. And I'm taking damage. Maybe, maybe not. Huh. What if I jumped while he was hitting the floor bow? That could be it. Seems to be something like that. Youch. Hookshotting? I think I did. How would you say spaghetti is the ultimate tool a warrior can possess in Swedish Shadow? As Swedish Shadow? It's adding a whole different dimension to this. Spaghetti är det ultimata verktyget. So, this doesn't make any sense in Swedish grammar. Spaghetti är det ultimata verktyget som en krigare kan hålla. That just means literally hold. What if I tried this magical powder? And grappling hook. No, that doesn't work. Maybe I should try this again. I'm very uncertain. Am I lacking something that I need? Maybe it's as simple as just need to hit his back while he's like...
Wow!
Oh my god. Thank you for 100 bits.
Less than Propane just cheered 100 bits.
Thank you, thank you. No? That really is a commission bit. What the hell am I doing wrong? I swear I've met this guy before in like a Link to the Past or something like that. Which is the weird part. Like I feel like I should be able to know what to do with this guy. Maybe I'll just look up a walkthrough. How do you beat this guy? Link's Awakening walkthrough. Non-stop giggling with skipping around in my week. Maybe I'll go on a little bit of a break, actually. I'll use the bathroom, and I can look up real quick right after that how I do it. See you in 5 minutes. Wee!
64
毎日ゴルフにパーティーに近頃はテニスも始めて何か忘れてるような。そうだ、冒険だ。
ペーパーマリオが仲間と一緒に謎を解く、仲間と一緒に強くなる。この冒険は新しい任天堂64マリオストーリー。ミスターマリオ。
ネジキューブ知ってる？あんたの悪い噂。それ噂じゃないよ。
噂を操る RPG ペルソナ2。
コンビニで。
ファイナルファンタジー12レバナントウィング。
どうか私に力をください。
スーパーファミコン用 RPG ブレスオブファイヤー2好評発売中。カプコン。
ナイツ星降る夜の物語 Wii でデビュー。予約受付中。セガ。
ゲームキューブ。入れるんか。
今度はみんなで瞬間アクションパーティー集まれ。メイドインワリオなんと3800円。
あの野球盤がファミコンカセットになった。アクションゲームプラスロールプレイング、このシステムが新しいファミコン野球盤。12月15日発売。これはおもろい。
この夏、豚が空を飛ぶ。
飛ばねえ豚はただの豚だ。
紅の豚。
まず目の体操をしてよーくご覧ください。ではどうぞ。スーパーグラフィック RPG レジェンド・オブ・ドラグーン12月2日。
プレイステーション。
夢じゃない。スーパーファミコンソフトファイナルファンタジー6スクエア。
ゲームキューブ。
卑怯者走る。激走止まらんな。
プレイステーション。
ドラゴンボール Z。
アスキー。
キャラクター、ポリゴン、モーション、コマンド、さまざまな組み合わせで君だけの技が生まれる 3D 格闘スクール。
ママ、もっと強くなりたいんだ。強くなるにはね、練習しかないのよ。マリオテニス GB。
鍛えて育てて64につないで楽しもう。
よし。
ゲームボーイカラー専用ソフトマリオテニス GB。
バッソなテレビキララバッソ誕生。
It's a Sony。
ヒップホップの名曲だけを集めた大ヒットコンビがまたも2枚組39曲入りで新登場。今度はもっとすごい。What's up? ヒップホップグレイテストヒッツ 2。
ついに出た。超リアル、超迫力、超面白ベースボールゲーム、スーパーファミコン発ジャレコスーパープロフェッショナルベースボール。ジャレコ。
マリオが持っている武器は何だ。
スーパースコープ。スーパーファミコンの世界にやってきたシューティングマシンスーパースコープ。6つのゲームが楽しめるスーパースコープ6とセットで新登場。専用ソフトも続々出るよ。
プレイステーションよ、これが RPG だ。幻想水湖伝。
From me, hello, I know how to do this now. I'm away. I actually had like a good idea for how to do this, turns out. I kind of had some vague memory of how to deal with this. Kind of. It's not working out, hold on, this is not what I described as happening. It said something about swinging the sword? Oh, it worked. Didn't make that work last time, though. Damn it. How do you say, now, son, I know how much you want to be Mario, but you have to think about family in Swedish as a loving concern. Yo. Hold on, let me get into character. Ja, min son. Jag förstår hur mycket du vill bli Mario, men du måste tänka på din familj. How does it come across? Does that intent communicate if you don't understand Swedish? I'm assuming you don't understand Swedish. How about it? It's a bit simple all along. Now you need arrows, apparently? It's hard to time this. Oh my god. His face broke. Oh, I think I got the thing I wanted. How about that? Yep. What? There's a picture card on the wall, but you can't see it because it's too dark in here. What the hell? What if? Whale? To the finder, the Isle of Coland is but an illusion. Human monster sea sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer and Coland will vanish, much like a bubble on a needle. Castaway, you should know the truth. What? Illusion? If you ever get tired of these alphabets, let me know. I don't want to turn it. No, it's probably fine. We have good bits. I'm a fan of the bits. And this is the I think this is a perfect stream for this kind of stuff. I think maybe other people get annoyed by it, and they're like, stop bringing up Shadow. I'm like, yes, what if Shadow and Mario were at the supermarket, they're shopping for groceries. There's a lot to this Mario that I could learn from. I lost my voice again. What if Shadow starts taking after Mario? And he's like, I'm really enjoying Mario. What does he say? Wahoo? Wahoo! Wahoo! Sonic, I'm leaving this world behind. Shadow! I can't do a Sonic voice. He just sounds really whiny to me. Shadow, what do you mean? I found another place. Somewhere I belong. Wahoo. Well, it does say the island is but a dream of a windfish. No one is really sure. Just as you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it. So you can't tell if this is a dream until you awaken. Only one who knows for sure is Windfish. Trust your feelings. I forgot. I skipped by accident. I like to think I could do improv if I had to. I think anyone can do it, right? Just like, yes, and this. It's just Sonic. I think doing Sonic would be too much. How would I do Sonic? I just don't like Sonic. So I want to make every Sonic voice super annoying. Could I get back there by doing this? How do you say, son, I need you to find Shadow and feed him spaghetti. This is the only way to unlock his abilities as a Swedish Mario. Son, min son. How the fuck would I phrase that in Swedish? Hold on. Min son. Min son. Jag vill att du hittar Shadow och matar dem spaghetti. Det är det enda sättet att upplåsa hans möjligheter. Wahoo! I mean, original's kind of annoying, yeah. I like to think Shadow would see Mario saying yippee as a mantra that helps him channel his power, but he would adopt it. That's a really good logic. I kind of like that myself. I might steal it. Yeah. I remember. Oh man. No, I can't do talking about Buddhism all the time. But mantras in Buddhism are kind of interesting to me. Because originally I thought they were kind of dumb and stupid. Like, you just keep repeating the same thing over and over again. What's the point? But now I'm kind of like, yeah, it's kind of cool. Because it's like, it's just a way to focus, you know? It doesn't actually matter what you're saying. Like, you could be saying, wahoo, 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 yippee, yippee, yippee. So it's only meant to focus, you know? You could do Mario Buddhism, you really could. Is that something you would like to do? How do I get over here again? Oh yeah, Beast Guys, perchance? Shadow takes a deep breath. Wow. It's a grasp. Okay, it's Emerald. Oh, I have to activate it. Think about Buddhism all the time too, Matthias. Be yourself. Nice. I'm not the only one. It's good to know. I feel like I've been obsessed with this topic for like 2 years. At this point, I don't think it will end. It's just so much. It's like a whole branch of things. It's history, culture, tradition. It's so much in one thing. It's not only a religion, you know? Like, you could literally talk about any religion in the same way, right? You kind of caused my obsession, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of... I was a bit scared for a while there when someone said, like, oh, I think Buddhism might be my thing because of you, Matthias. Like, someone was, like, kind of considering converting to Buddhism because of me. Then I was kind of like, huh. Have I gone too far? If I caused someone to convert to Buddhism as a result of me talking about it so much, is that a point where I need to stop? I think at that point it's not up to me. I think that's not on me if someone converts to Buddhism because of me. How about a bit where Shadow sees Mario turn into Super Mario Bros? What? Oh, what? What if Shadow meets Luigi for the first time? What would Shadow think? Shadow has become like thinks like there's a lot of respect to Mario now. Then he meets Luigi and it's like, what the fuck is this? This is your brother? I don't know why Shadow's swearing all of a sudden. Would you just accept it? Like, your brother is weak. You would be stronger without him. Mario, we could team up. He's my brother. I'll be doing that. Damn. I'm not gonna be able to beat the cultist allegation at this point. Inevitably, when someone accuses me of having started a cult, I'm not gonna be able... I have to get used to... I have to find a defense for myself now. It'd be funny if they interviewed an old Buddhist monk 50 years from now saying, there was a Swedish streamer on Twitch. I mean, you never know, right? Haha, what if 50 years later, it began with Matthias. Wahoo. Wahoo, 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 yippee, yippee, yippee. There's like 100 monks chanting this mantra. The Mario mantra. Not sure if I'll convert, but if I go to Japan, I'll definitely visit and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's ultimately left to you, right? And it's like, kind of... If we want to talk more about Buddhism, then, you know, something to bear in mind is just like, even the Buddha himself said that, like, Buddhism is supposed to be a tool. You know, he didn't literally say Buddhism, because, like, Buddhism had not been invented. Like, it was just what he was talking about. I think he said the teachings. Like, the teachings, but today we would just say Buddhism. Buddhism is only a tool meant to help you reach a certain height. Eventually, you let go of the teachings. In this case, of Buddhism. You clearly call it meism. It would be kind of funny. So much about, like, letting go of ego. That is the one point he gives up on. Like, meism. Top 10 shrine. You need... Japanese people are going to be so annoyed with you if you call a temple a shrine. Because a shrine is a Shinto thing, a temple is a Buddhist thing. And everyone will correct you on this if you say it wrong. And the truth is that, like, a lot of people don't actually know. Like, a lot of Japanese people like to pretend like this is the case and everyone knows it. And so many Japanese people get it wrong. They can't tell the difference between a shrine and a temple. And they're just like, oh, I thought it was a shrine. I thought it was the same thing. Huh, okay, it's a time-based thing. I forgot the word for temple. Okay, yeah. But what was my point? Even the Buddha said, like, the teachings of Buddhism are supposed to be a tool. Eventually, you let go of Buddhism. This is the analogy that I brought up before. That is often used. Like, Buddha is the finger pointing to the moon. Don't mistake, you know, don't get obsessed with the finger. Look to the moon. Buddha is the finger pointing. If you're, like, worshipping the Buddha, then you kind of missed the point of the teachings. Right? Makes sense? Honestly, I think that's a really respectful, good... It's probably part of, like, why I'm so, like, intrigued by the whole, like, belief system and religion, right? You wouldn't really find bad in, like, so many other religions. Like, yeah, just use it to your benefit, and then, like, if you let go of it... Like, well, can you imagine a Christian saying that? Like, yeah, just let go of Christianity once you're done with it. It's only supposed to be a thing that helps you, like, get better as a, like, person and feel less suffering, and then you can move on. Yeah, okay. Cool. Nice. I think I'm supposed to do something here. How would you say all I need is Mario and Buddha in Swedish? Allt jag behöver är Mario och Buddha. Probably want to do something with this elephant. I don't know anything. I could be making so many Hinduism jokes right now. I'm missing out on, like, a huge opportunity to make, like, a Hindu joke. Actually, Hindu is different from Hinduist, right? Hindu is like a person. If I knew anything about Ganesh and Shiva, I could be doing so many bits right now. With this one guy. Aren't elephants cool, though? I could say that. That's the only thing I know. Elephants are kind of cool. They're like super intelligent creatures. They have like whole like funeral rituals and everything. That's pretty neat. Could probably convert a Buddha or like convert an elephant to Buddhism. We can learn how now to do bits. I have to look up at Wikipedia. Does my bit make sense? Wouldn't it be cool if... man, wait, Mario did turn into an elephant. That's Mario. This isn't that a recent Mario game? Mario turns into an elephant in the game. Maybe there's a lot of potential in Hindu Mario bits. Maybe there's a lot of potential here that I looked over. Hinduist Mario, man. Has to be something to this though, right? There has to be one reason why you light these candles or torches or whatever. No? Hmm. Weird. What could this be, man? I'll be back later. Can you light the elephant? Well, now that you mention it, I don't think so. Wait, lift? No? Oh, maybe I'm supposed to, like, get something that makes me able to lift this later. Maybe that is it. Can you rank the following from worst to best? Breakfast, dinner, dessert. I think dinner is number 1. Dessert is second. Breakfast is last. It's not really that any are bad. I feel like... I don't know, I like breakfast. But it's always weird to have, like, spaghetti for breakfast, isn't it? You could have breakfast foods for dinner. I do that plenty of times. I just have that. Like a, I don't know, cereal, or like egg sandwich with bacon for dinner. That's nice. Having spaghetti or lasagna for breakfast, that's weird. Dessert is nice, but only tiny portions or gets too much. Yeah. I'm gonna go eat at a restaurant tomorrow with my siblings. I'm already thinking about the dessert. I think I probably need to come back here later, I think. Huh. Wait. Can I do this? No, it disappears. It shows an urn here, though. Isn't it? Strange. Weird. Top 3 potato chips flavored. And bottom 3. I don't know if I can do bottom 3. I think the worst one I've had was like octopus flavor. It was like spicy octopus. Was not a fan of that chip flavor. And I'm kind of grown to like shrimp flavor, even though I didn't really like shrimp. I think I'm starting to like shrimp now. What? How do I solve this though? I don't think this will work. Okay, it worked. Somehow that worked. Bomb does in fact beat wizard. Youch. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to use this guy to, like, do something? Unlock something? Could be something to that. Maybe not. Maybe he's just a guy. I don't know. Top 3... Oh yeah, I forgot to give top 3 potato chips. Well, I could say best is dill, I would say. Dill pickle flavor. Worst, spicy octopus, from my experience. Top 3 cereals. There's like a really good coated... I think it's called Tresor. I don't know if that exists outside of Europe. It's like a... chocolate coated with cereal kind of thing. You have in milk. I don't have that one very often because I try to avoid like too sugary cereals, right? Probably the best one. What the hell do I do? don't think I can think of any other cereals because it's like so many. I don't eat cereal enough to answer, I think. I did try like one, what do we call, like cinnamon something? They were pretty damn good. They're not really commonplace in Sweden. There was like a really good cinnamon cereal that I tried some time back. Maybe I should try it again. Maybe I need to get back into cereal. Maybe not. Huh. Little green guy. New bit idea. Shadow tries to toughen up Luigi while they're eating breakfast. Luigi doesn't get his favorite cereal spoon, and Shadow scolds for him for getting upset over something trivial. I like the idea, though, of, like, Shadow trying to teach Luigi. I think this is maybe the component that was lacking. Like, Shadow thought Luigi was too weak to be Mario's brother, but then he's like, if he is Mario's brother, we only need to teach him. So he's like, he becomes like the mentor. This is interesting. Is it? I don't know. Youch. What can I do with a guy? Maybe I'm supposed to keep going here. I'm running out of magic powder. I need to go back to a witch at this point. So messed up that I can run out of magic powder, but I can keep using the grappling hook forever. Not a fan of how green this thing is. It's mocking me. Oh yeah. Is there really nothing I can do here? Like, it's so weird. I think I just need to go back and get magic powder at this point. While training Luigi in the wilderness, Shadow tells Luigi to hunt and kill an animal. Luigi insists violence isn't necessary. Killing Luigi. It will make you strong. Is this in Shadow's character? Killing small... I don't think that's in Shadow's character. I don't think he randomly kills small animal for, like, fun. Or even to teach. I think Shadow takes offense to that. Something Robotnik would do. Okay, maybe there's something to this that I'd not considered. Wait. If I keep that low, and I go back, could this be it? No, I have no clue what I'm doing anymore. I can't even go back to where I wanted to go. What the hell am I thinking? This soundtrack is really good, though. Maybe I missed out on something here. Alright. Gone. It's done for. I think Shadow just trained Luigi by giving him too much power. Like, he gives him, like, the Chaos Emerald to train him, but that goes to Luigi's head. And he's like, only one Mario brother. Me. What? You wouldn't get it. Why you sound like that? You don't get it, Mario. I sound normal now. Luigi accidentally calls Sonic Shadow Sonic. Shadow loses his temper and friends Luigi. Would Luigi know? I don't know. I feel like Luigi wouldn't know who Sonic is, but maybe he says something else that sounds... Maybe he accidentally just says the word Sonic, completely unrelated to Sonic the Hedgehog. The Shadow only knows about Sonic through his name like that. Sonic set you up to destiny. I wish I had a beak right now so I could talk to this statue. I am really tired right now, so I'm kind of thinking maybe I should raid someone. I think I had too little sleep to keep going. Maybe that's why I can't figure this out. Wait, what? Huh, wait, hold on. Why does it deactivate? It stays open while I'm here, right? Maybe not. I'm just imagining things. Raid time for sure. Thank you everyone for coming to the stream. It's time to raid. Who can we raid? Holy shit, first time Mario 64? Sigrid and Bird? I want to see that. What the hell? Sigrid and Bird are playing Mario 64? Well, this I gotta see. Thank you everyone for coming to the raid. I'll be back probably Monday or Tuesday, potentially. I'll be not streaming tomorrow, most likely. I think I'll be away because I'll be having dinner late at night. I do want to try streaming later in the night.
Thanks for all the bits.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you for the bits also. And I'll be going right away because I'm actually... I can feel the sleepiness settling in. Good night, everyone. Good night.